The lovely Jaime Presley. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you. Now, I know you're just back. Where are you, Miami?
I was in Miami. We had to do a fashion show for my clothing line, Gem, at Mansion, which is one of the best hot spots to go out to at night in Miami. And we stayed. This is the best part. We got to stay. My buddy Pete Lofton from North Carolina bought formerly known as the Versace Mansion, Casa Casarina. And so we got
Versace, that's like a huge fancy...
Unbelievable oasis. I never left it. It was the best. You know, you can go all over the world and stay in the ritziest place in the world, but this place had the best service of any place I've ever been. It was like North Carolina service, Southern hospitality.
Isn't it a house, though? It's not a hotel.
It's a house. It was originally a hotel called Casa Casarina that Versace bought.
Now, are you stuttering, or is it Casa Casarina?
It's Casa Casarina.
Oh, okay.
So Versace bought it and then added on to it, turned it into an oasis right there on Ocean in South Beach. And what an amazing place. So time of my life.
Wow.
No, I can't even tell you. I was so excited. I needed a vacation, and that I had.
Now, are you someone who, are you like, do you go to the ritzy places? Is that what you do? Or are you more...
I do because other people pay for it because I have to be there for press. So it's fair. I get lucky that way. But I was not somebody who would ever go to extravagant places.
A lot of time in Econo lodges?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like, if you were there on your own dime, would you just look for the Motel 6 or the Econo Lodge?
No, on my own dime. I mean, I have a dime now, so I don't. I don't go to the.
Now, were you
I don't go to the Econo Lodge.
Were you seen with Yanni?
Oh, yeah, your buddy that you like to talk about.
Oh, well,
Saturday night
is he mad at me?
No, he's not, actually. We talked about it because I told him I was coming on your show. And he laughed. And we talked and talked and talked forever. Saturday night after my show at Mansion, we all went back to the formerly known as, I feel like I'm talking about Prince. Formerly known as. And we all hung out until 4 or 5 in the morning. And what a nice guy.
Did he new age it? Did he do the new age?
No, you know what's funny? We were like, Pete, where's the piano? We need Yanni's here. Come on. And he goes, I got it. Don't worry about it, honey. And he picks up the phone and he calls and he tries to get a piano. And they were like, Pete, it's 5 in the morning. We can't get you a piano.
Who do you call for a piano at 5 in the morning?
I don't know. He can make a call and things are just there. I don't know. So anyway, I think the piano was delivered today, actually. He ordered it and it was there today.
Oh. Now, are you dating Yanni? Are you trying to make John Tesh jealous?
No, honey, we're not dating Yanni.
Oh, okay. Well,
no.
I don't know. You see, I hear these things.
You could not have heard that I'm dating Yanni.
I don't know. That's what I hear you were seen with Yanni. I don't know. You see
you can't see inside that mansion. Thank God.
All right. Now, oh, really? Now, what else? Was it like an orgy? Was it like...
No, there was no orgy.
Was it like Hef's place with people running around naked?
You know what the problem is? They have the best wines you could possibly fathom at that place.
Which I'm guessing is free wine?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Now you've moved up. Now you're talking about drinking the best wine. Because the last time you were here, you recited the Budweiser Pledge. Do you remember that?
I still drink Budweiser. Don't get me wrong.
Well, okay.
Yes, I did. And the great thing, And the great thing about the Budweiser Pledge, I recited it on your show, and 2 days later we got a call from Budweiser. They thought I did it on purpose. I didn't. But I got a call, and they gave me tickets to the Angels game. And, of course, I love the Angels, so I went and watched. Right. And then a month later they called us back, and they gave me a deal, and I did 3 commercials for them. Now, the funny thing is they haven't aired yet because they were originally going to be for the Super Bowl. Well, one of them that I did that they were going to actually air during the Super Bowl was a drinking responsibly commercial. They opted not to use that one because I guess nobody was driving at the Super Bowl. There wasn't that much drinking responsibly going on, so they figured, and they put the other guy on there who walked across the field with I don't know.
You know what I'm guessing? You just lost the Budweiser deal. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know another woman in this country that can recite that pledge.
Well, you know, you should. So just by saying it, you know what you should do? That Mercedes-Benz, a hell of a car, isn't it?
You know, Cadillac is amazing.
Yeah, that new Cadillac is unbelievable.
Have you seen the new Cadillac convertible?
With the Corvette
I'm a big fan.
the V6 and the 6-speed.
Love it.
Now, look, when we come back, I want to ask you about this. There are some nude pictures of you here in Allure magazine.
There's one, yes.
Well, it's a good... Well, we'll talk about it when we come back.
Okay.
More with Jaime, right?
Okay.
Welcome back. Talking with Jaime Preston. My name is Earl. You know, I was reading my issue of Allure
Wait,
magazine.
that's the best band on
And
television.
that is the best
Seriously.
band. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I got to ask you, now, there's a picture of you in this Allure magazine. Here we go. Can we show this? Can we, here we go. Now, now, explain this. Now, you know, I thought I'd seen all the episodes. Which one was this?
This was the Naked Truth issue.
Okay. You know, I'm thinking, how much is oil? 75 bucks a barrel? Look at that picture. That's about 36 bucks worth of oil.
They oiled me up so much that I was sliding down the wall, and I kept exposing by mistake. And they were like, Jaime, you know. But the thing was, from the get-go, when you had to be in a robe, so girls know you get bra marks and things like that. So you had to be in a robe, right? And when I stepped foot onto the set, it's a closed set, and they were like, okay, are you ready? And all their backs were turned to me, and they turned around, and I went, ready? And they went, good, God, I had dropped my robe, like, where do you want me? And they went, just you can get over there and just sit on the wall. And I thought, well, isn't this the naked issue? You've seen like 10 naked women. Why are you looking at me like that? Well, they said, Jaime, no one came in here. Like, we had to strategically place everyone. And I thought, well, I'll strategically place myself if you just tell me where to get. So I got there. They said, yeah, just lay on that wall over there and just put your hands up like this. And I laid down, and I go, okay, you're all gay, right? And they went, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. It made me feel better.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. See, if I know you that open, I would have made some suggestions for the show. Now, I know you were just in China. What was that like?
Oh, I was there for 4 months. Yeah, I was.
You were
like
there how
that.
long?
It was like that. I was there for 4 months prior to starting our first season for Earl.
Right, okay.
We're shooting a movie called Dead or Alive, based after the video game, and the first 7-8 weeks we were in Guilin, and the first 3 weeks of that, I had a rat in my room, and no one believed me because I would jump on my bed and be like, oh my God, and it was a black rat. And I would call down to the front office, but no one understood English. So then I would call my translator, and by the time she got over there, everyone from the office and the translator would run up, and I'd be in the center of my bed like this, and they'd look at me like, she's crazy. In Chinese, they'd say, she's crazy, because there was nothing there. The rat would get away.
Right, okay.
So finally, I had another actor in there with me, and we were going over lines, or actress in there, and we were going over lines. Actress.
Even better.
It was so female, and she was sitting on, I was sitting on the bed, I was going over lines with her, she was sitting on the couch, and she was sitting like this, and the rat ran through her legs, and she went, ha, freaked, jumped on the bed with me, and I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Finally, they all came in, but of course, the rat was gone again.
A rat.
What's new? The rat. So they patched up all these holes we found, and thank God it was in the next door neighbors from then on.
So that's why they call them
I don't want it
rats.
in my room. Huh?
Now, how was the Chinese food? Any good?
Oh,
They
well.
have good Chinese food there?
They do have good Chinese food there because they're Chinese.
Right.
But the problem is we're used to Americanized Chinese food or Americanized Mexican food, right? We looked one day, we were like, there's no cheese, because we would be like, we were in Hengdian, which is where they shot House of Flying Daggers and Hero, right? We were the first Western film to shoot there, so we were the guinea pigs, which is not fun. So we were like, we need cheese, we were craving cheese. We all go out and we're looking for cheese, and they didn't even know what it was. So we ended up going, okay, let's try chicken nuggets. We thought it said chicken nuggets because we all thought we knew Chinese at that point. It had only been 5 weeks or something. We order the chicken nuggets, and they come back, and we're eating them. We're like, these are a little crunchy. They were chicken knuckles. Breaded chicken knuckles. So we stuck to Triscuits and crack, like just Triscuits, and then we bought cheese from Shanghai.
Now, were the people very polite? I always think of sort of civilization. Chinese is very polite.
Can I just say, when you're in the villages, the Chinese are like rednecks where I'm from.
Really?
I was at one of the most prestigious galleries in Guilin, and I was with the woman, the wife of the professor who painted, and it was an all oil painting gallery. So I'm standing out front with her, and I'm telling her that I want this painting with my translator, and the woman goes, at my feet.
That would be no.
That would be no. I went, she's not going to negotiate with me? What's going on? I don't get it. And she said, my translator said, no, that's just how they are. It's like not a big deal here. It's not uncouth here. Fine. So then she burps in my face and says, let's go inside. And I'm like, I don't want to. We get inside. The professor comes down and passes gas as he's selling me a 6-foot painting. And I still bought it. I don't know. I bought 10 paintings from there. But literally, like, until you get to Shanghai or Hong Kong, where they literally have signs that say no hawking loogies. Nowhere else in the world but there. But these little villages, it's not uncouth to do that. So I felt like I was back home.
Yeah, well, maybe they knew where you were from and they were trying to make you feel at home.
They were making me feel right at home at that point.
Now tell us about My Name Is Earl. What's new?
It's honestly, it's the best job I've ever had. In 11 years, I have wondered why in heck I am in this business, because as much as I love acting and I love the producing aspect and the camera and all of that, it is not a fun set most of the times. Like, somebody's always miserable. In our business, when you're doing the job, you're like, when is it going to be over? Right. And when you're not working, when am I going to work? No one's ever happy. This is the best set I've ever been a part of. Cool. Everybody's happy to go to work. Everybody is pleasant. Everybody is amazing in what they do. I had a woman, one of the wives, come up to me at the wrap party, and she was commenting on the show and complimenting, and she said, you know, my husband, in 20 years, he's been in this business, this is the happiest he's ever been. He comes home after 15 hours of work on a Friday when we've worked 1,000,000 hours, happy.
Oh, cool.
And that is honestly, like, we all think it's our good karma after all these years of being in the business.
Well, there you go. That's a good sign. Now, what is this scene? Oh, this is the fight with...
I had the honor of working with Juliette Lewis, which
she's funny.
This is already aired, but I had to show this because this is my favorite scene.
Let's take a look. Here we go. My Name Is Earl.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. Funky Chinaman from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody art. From a fainting to a slip, and a kicking from the hip, everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing.
Where the hell did you learn to fight like that?
I watch a lot of Springer.
Here you go, Jamie Presley. Jamie, always a pleasure. Thank you, my friend.